So hi guys, we have Mr. Sujith, who's the co-founder of Leanwatts, and we've been in touch with Leanwatts for a while to understand their journey. I would really appreciate if you could let us know what product range does Leanwatt has, and how is it, how is Leanwatt planning to eventually grow in the future in the Indian market?
So thanks for that intro first of all. So Leanwatts as a company, the name itself says we want to be most optimized in the power conversion. We want to be the number one in terms of power conversion.
Right.
So as of now, our focus is on the EV chargers.
Right.
So we have developed our own EV charger it's a portable charger for the two-wheelers.
Right.
So it's a 1000 watt platform, 1000 to 3.3 kilowatt platform. So we have developed. We are one of the few companies in India. In fact, I would say only company in India who own the technology as well.
Nice.
We are not just bringing from somewhere else and assembling in India, but we have the technology platform with us.
Okay.
So from 500 watt to 6.6 kilowatt chargers we have, and the applications are largely for the two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and also the four-wheelers in the light electric segment.
Right.
So that is where we are as of now, and in the future we would like to diversify ourselves into different ranges. We have started with chargers, but we'll move to 2-in-1, 3-in-1, integrated chargers with DC-DC converter or PDO and different controllers maybe. So we are at this stage right now, and as the company has formed over 1.5 year, we have completely invested in the R&D. Like I was saying, when we developed the platform, and after that we have gone into the market. So we are not just a manufacturing company; we are a core R&D company as well.
Great. And I think it's very, very interesting to see that companies in India are investing on technology and R&D, and they're keen on owning the technology. What challenges do you have you faced to stick to R&D and stick to building your own technology? Because I'm pretty sure the ecosystem and the investor mindset is in India is very difficult to crack. Right?
So typically that's what you're very right. That's what it is, right? So to get always the push is to get into the market quickly and get the revenues. And it's always a chicken and egg problem. You have to do the R&D, and when you have to do R&D and develop the products yourself and make in India and design India, what they call it, it's going to take some time. And luckily we have the investment support as well. Challenges as in for some of the projects, it's the same challenge to get to the market as quickly as possible. And Indian market is not yet standardized. So different chargers, different vehicle variants and different chargers. We have done R&D in one set of range of products, but in the market there is multiple variants requirements. So we have to get into the market as quickly as possible. At the same time, we have to continuously do the R&D. So balancing this is a main challenge.
Very true. So you came up with a very interesting point. Because of the lack of standardization, every OEM is coming up with their own set of design, and the charger player has to face the challenge of giving different options to different OEMs. But when you invest in R&D, you have to focus on one design, one concept, and then invest everything in it. But if the demand comes from the other design segment, it becomes difficult.
Correct.
So how are the investors reacting on it, since you're interacting with a lot of investors? Are they still waiting for the standardization to happen so that they can infuse money in the charging ecosystem, or are they open to take that risk with the players who are technology focused?
So investors are mostly looking at the opportunity since the market. So basically today we are doing 15 lakhs of two-wheelers. It's around 2 million two-wheeler and three-wheeler sales that we're doing in India. That is going to increase by 30x. So first of all, for the investors, the opportunity itself is too high. And at some point with the government support, there is a lot of push on the customization and also on the localization, mainly on the localization, even from the government side. So investors are aware of this. There is definitely a need to do some kind of an R&D in India if you have to manufacture locally, right? So you can have your R&D team and develop your own products, or it can be a technology partnership where there is technology transfer from elsewhere. So it is about getting the market ultimately and doing the revenues and growing your company. Investors are not specific on these things.
And any other challenges that you face to right now, because initially you have funds to invest in R&D, and also parallelly, as you rightly said, you have to balance investing in R&D and getting yourself out there in the market.
Yeah.
But eventually, when the funds start drying up, do you think it gets difficult for you to be able to stick to your R&D objective?
Exactly. That is where is the main challenge that we are currently facing, which we are doing quite well in going ahead as well. Balancing the R&D and getting into the market. That is why we have done the R&D, brought a basic set of platform to the market, and we have gone into the market in the last 3 months now. So to get to the next stage, we need to have some revenues, right? That is where the growth and scale starts.
Right.
So parallelly, while doing the R&D, we are focusing on the sales aspect as well.
Great.
And now we are already doing decent. In the next couple of months, we are growing by at least 3 times.
Amazing.
So that helps us to again, get into the next round of funding,
Right.
again invest in the R&D or maybe in the manufacturing. So as a founding team, we have to balance all these things, balance the funds at the same time, make sure you are making the investors happy and getting the funds again. So it is quite challenging that way, but doable.
And since you're a technology firm, you call yourself as a technology firm. What challenges do you face in the supply chain, which is currently there in India? And do you think the overall component supply chain, which is your backbone to build the technology that you're working on, is it ready or is it still going to take time in India?
So, like everybody knows in the industry that India, we are on the semiconductor side, we are not yet there. It's just beginning. And even since we are in the power electronics side, there is a lot of magnetics involved.
Right.
And there is not much, localized supply chain that is there in India. We are still dependent on countries like China, especially on the semiconductors and also on the magnetics, and bringing down the costs to the level of where China is right now is one of the challenges. So our market is still, our supply chain is still,
it has to be more mature. Right. Great. So great interacting with Mr. Sujith. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. Thanks
and
very
best
much.
of luck.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.